Hey everybody, Dr. Steve here. Hope you guys are doing well. Just wanted to touch base with you today. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about giving a painless injection with this bad boy right here. And to make sure that when you give the injection, when the dentist gives you the injection, that you don't feel anything. I'm going to go exactly over my technique. This is one of the biggest fears and why people don't come to the dental office is because of the actual injection, the shot, or they're afraid they're going to feel pain. They're afraid that perhaps they didn't get enough Novocaine. And I'm going to go over that with you as well. You know, I had a patient in this week. I actually have a patient almost every week who is scared to death of the dentist because of a past experience, because of either the injection hurt or they didn't get enough anesthetic, and so they felt the procedure. And literally they white knuckle it, they're sweaty, it's a real thing, and it's a big fear for patients. So as dentists, we want to talk them through that, let them know that everything's gonna be okay, you're not gonna feel anything. I'm gonna show you my technique, how it works, and it works like a charm every single time. The main things I look for when I'm giving the anesthetic, and you'll see me when I'm working on a live patient today, is one is what size of needle I'm using. That's a very important thing. Number two is how fast do you go with the injection. You want to go super, super slow. You want, the temperature of the anesthetic. You don't want it cold. You don't want it, crazy hot, but you want it just right warm temperature. And then of course the topical anesthetic I use. I let that soak in for actually about 2 minutes or so. So there's some key things there. The goal is to make sure that the patients don't feel anything while we're working on that. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to be actually showing you a live patient. She's agreed to let me do this for her. You'll see that she doesn't feel anything. And this is, the greatest thing that I love to hear is, oh my gosh, doctor, I didn't feel anything. Did you already do it? I mean, that's music to my ears. So that's our goal as dentists, to help you to come to the dentist, have a pain-free experience, and enjoy the visit. So thank you for tuning in, and we're going to go right over to my patient. I'll show you exactly what I do. Have a great day. See ya. Hey everyone, hi, Dr. Steve here. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this is my wonderful patient, Linda. She's agreed to let me give her what I call a painless injection. And my hope and prayer, and I think she's not going to feel anything that I'm going to do here. I've done this 1,000 times. My dad taught me the best technique possible. So I'm first going to place this topical anesthetic. We're going to be working on the upper right molar, right here next to this tooth here. And I'm going to let that soak in there. And then I'm going to place this one down here by the lower right molar back here. And so this is a perfect opportunity. Go ahead and bite down for me there, Linda. We're just going to let that soak in for about a minute and a half, okay? So this is a perfect opportunity for me to give an injection on top and bottom so you can see exactly what I do. And literally, it really should be a real painless situation here. So we're gonna let that sit for about a minute or two, and then I'll be right back, and then I'll show you my technique. All right, thank you. With every injection I do, I always start, I don't know, can you zoom in on this, Kylie? I always start with this 30 gauge short little needle. Very flexible, very, very small, and very painless. And I have this technique, and I also start with what we call sit nest. It's a plain anesthetic. It has no epinephrine in there, so therefore you're not going to get any burning sensation. It feels very basic, almost like water. And so we'll go ahead and it's so much more comfortable for the patient. So I'm going to have you just put your chin up for me a little bit if you can, Linda. And I'm going to go just right here. And then what I do, right where the topical was, I'm going to shake her cheek here just like this. So hopefully she doesn't feel this at all, like that. Boom, boom, boom. You doing okay? And I'm going super, super, super slow. So the slower you go with this, the more comfortable it is. You can see it's a very flexible, short needle that's super, super, as comfortable as it gets in the mouth. But she really shouldn't be feeling anything. She's doing great. I'm just gonna do half of this, and then I'm gonna do the other half right where that syringe is, right there. So I'll have her put her chin up again a little bit more, open as wide as you can. Same thing, I'm gonna go back here. We're gonna numb up the lower right quadrant. It's called the inferior alveolar. I'm gonna go right here, I'm gonna shake her cheek. Boom, that's it. You okay there? She's doing awesome, and I'm going super, super slow. And then this will take about maybe 30 seconds as we go slow here, because I'm only doing half of this. And then the key is to let this soak in for about I usually let it soak in for like 2 or 3 minutes. You don't need to rush and go into your second injection. A lot of dentists go right into the second one. And it's like, give it time to numb up. And then when you go in the second round, she's not gonna feel anything. I don't even think she felt this, other than maybe a little pressure. But this is a wonderful technique that My father taught me many years ago. They don't teach you this in dental school, but the main thing is, you know, patients hate coming to the dentist because of this thing right here. So if you can give a nice painless injection and make it comfortable, they'll keep coming back. So that's it. I use this 30 gauge short deal here, very flexible. Now we're gonna let it kick in for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'll do another round here. So here it's been about 2 or 3 minutes now, and again, I just let the patients just kind of sit here, relax, so they kind of kick in. Is it starting to get a little numb, Linda? Okay, perfect. We're gonna go in the exact same spot. It is starting to get a little numb, and this second round, again, she's not gonna feel anything. She probably did you feel anything on the first round? Very little, huh? It's pretty comfortable, right? Yeah, very, very comfortable. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just change out this sit and nest, which is the plain anesthetic. I always use on the top for my second round, articaine or septicaine, and I'm gonna put this in right now. We're gonna go just like this. I'm gonna go in the exact same area. I'm gonna set you back here, Linda, now. Sorry for the chair's a little squeaky. And I'll have her put her chin up for me, you know, to just be a little easier to find the landmarks. And just close a little bit, right there, perfect. And I'm gonna shake the cheek, we're going right next to number 3 again, just right here. You okay there? Super slow, you still go really slow. If you go fast with these anesthetics, it burns the tissue and it's uncomfortable. So you want to go as slow as you can, just like that. Are you doing okay there? And she's doing great. I always have the suction in there so it picks up any excess, because anesthetic, if you've never tasted it yourself, doctors, it's very bitter and gross. We're going to do a little bit more right here, same spot. You okay there? And this is that same 30 gauge short, very flexible. I use this about 90% of the time. And then in just a minute, I'm going to do a little bit down below with the lidocaine. And that's going to be with my 27 gauge long. And I'll show you that. Awesome, you did great. So Anise is going to give her a good rinse. Get that taste. Probably doesn't really taste much because everything kind of went right in the mouth. How you doing? Okay.
Hi.
Awesome. Okay. So this is when I use the 27 gauge. This is the only time I use it. I always start with the first one, the shorter one. It's much more comfortable. Again, I start with sit nest, and then I go with the lidocaine 2%. To give a little bit more profound anesthesia back there, because we're just doing a filling on that back, on the lower right molar. So I'm going to go in the exact same area. I'm going to have her put her chin up for me because I can find the landmarks better. That's perfect. Thank you, Linda. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to go in the same spot. I'm going to shake the cheek here. And she's, you know, we're just going to go right here. Hope she's just doing great. Are you okay there? And then I kind of go right there to locate the landmark there. You may feel a little pressure here. I always say that. You may feel pressure right there. You doing okay? And right there, we're going super slow. Super, super, super slow. This will express out a little faster because it's a little larger needle. So, but you want to be really careful and go super, super slow to make it as comfortable as possible. If you guys can get this technique down where it's like 99% painless, virtually completely painless, patients will love you. They will come back, they'll trust you, because I mean, this is everything. I'm telling you, I hate being a patient, and I'm telling you, my dad spoiled me. He gave me the best injections. So I asked him what he did, and this is exactly what he used to do. You did great. There we go. So now we're going to let that just kick in for about 3 to 4 minutes, see how numb she's getting. I'll probably add just a hair more in a couple spots, but she won't feel that at all because that's going to be getting really numb there. Thank you so much, you guys. Hopefully you guys will utilize this technique. And patients, if you're for some reason watching this, please show your doctor this so they can learn how to do this. So it's a very painless injection. And Linda, you're awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you doing this. Okay. You doing okay? Yeah, beautiful. All right. Did you feel that much or no? Or yeah, see? Awesome. Okay. Thanks, you guys, and have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye-bye.